Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my world. Well, if you can believe it, we are up to Q&A number 17. And so, without any further ado, I am going to dive right on in. The Crafty Game says, I was wondering what religion you were. Well, I was raised Presbyterian, and so I would consider myself a Protestant. And to this day, that's what I practice. Okay, Paige V asks, what's your favorite TV show or movie? Okay, so my favorite movie of all times is a movie with Drew Barrymore in it called Ever After. And I don't know why, but it's like one of my favorite movies of all time. So it's Ever After. And then there's another movie that I love, and it's called The Princess Bride. So those are my two favorite movies of all time. My favorite TV show is actually the entire series of CSIs. I love the original CSI, I love CSI Miami, never got into CSI New York, but I love CSI Cyber. So I'm a big CSI fan, and that whole genre I love. I love all that kind of stuff. Angkon, A-N-G-K-O-N, Angkon B says, where do you sleep? Well, I sleep in a bed in my house in South San Francisco, California. And that's where I sleep. Smurfette22 says, about how many videos do you make a day, and do you ever get tired? Okay, so on a day when you find us in the studio, which is the set that looks like a kitchen, that is the day that we'll do about 20 videos, between 18 and 20 videos in one day, which, if you know anything about making videos, is a lot, especially when they're craft videos, and some of those are half an hour long, which is why, to answer a question that people ask all the time, why do you always wear the same clothes in your video? It's because we don't take the time to go from one video to the next video and change in between each one, because we'd lose a lot of time. And because we're doing so many videos, we don't want to take the time to lose in between changing clothes. So that's why you'll see me in the same clothes every time. Now, when I do this kind of a video, which is what we call a rogue shoot, which takes place in my warehouse where I work, these we'll probably do 6 to 8. It depends on the day, but we'll take about 2 hours and do 6 to 8 videos. So between 18 and 20, on a day when we are in the studio, and 6 to 8 when we're here in the warehouse. These we call rogues, and the other ones we call studios. Do I ever get tired? Well, yes, I do get tired. I have a lot of energy, and I'm one of those people that wakes up really early in the morning and is ready to go, but I do get tired at the end of the day, and usually about 8:30, I say that I turn into a vegetable, because at 8:30 at night, I'm like, don't ask me any questions. All I want to do is sit in front of the television and be a vegetable. Sometimes I can't do that because I'm on an event or something, and I have to stay up till midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m., but my typical night is to be a vegetable by 8:30 at night. I always tell people, don't make me make any decisions at 8:30, after 8:30 at night. If you could, this is from Florida Girls 13 Youngs, if you could have a new little series on your channel with a different craft, what would it be? Okay, so there's tons of stuff that I would love to explore. I would love to learn about, like welding. I'd love to learn about woodworking. I would love to learn about like using wooden tools like lathes and those tiny little Dremels and things like that. I would love to learn how to use all of that kind of stuff. So if I was to do something where I was actually learning and teaching at the same time, I would love to do something with those, like arc welding. There's so many different crafts that I would like to learn and like to get into. It's just having the time to do so. I'd also love to get into things like needlework and crocheting, like sewing, like those big quilts and things like that. There are so many things that I would love to learn to do, and then I would love to share them with you. But I'd love to start with something like arc welding, because I think that'd be very cool. Alexis A says, what's your favorite breed of cockroaches? And my answer to you, Alexis A, is none. I don't like cockroaches. They creep me out. And I will be very, very honest when I say this. There are very few things that I'm afraid of. Like, I don't have any phobias really for the most part, except for one, and that is creepy crawly bugs. Like, anytime I hear about things like lice or fleas or cockroaches, it really makes me just kind of, ugh. So those are the things that I don't like to talk about. Those are the things that I don't like to get involved with. So cockroaches, my favorite breed, none, 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 nada. That's my answer to that one. Mariah M says, did you ever have 100 rolls of duct tape? And when you comment, why do you put LOL first? Okay, so there's two questions there. Okay, did I ever have 100 rolls of duct tape? I always have 100 rolls of duct tape. If you go back on my shelves in my warehouse here, I always have at least between 50 and 100 rolls of duct tape because we use them for crafting projects. And so I take them on all my parties, and so I've got to have a whole bunch of rolls of tape at any given time. And I usually have at least 100 rolls on hand. As far as why do I put LOL first? Well, because a lot of the times you guys will ask a question and it's kind of amusing to me. And so I want you to know that I find it interesting, or I find it funny, or find it kind of fun. And so I'll put LOL, meaning that I'm smiling or laughing. Yes, I know LOL means laugh out loud. And maybe I'm not laughing out loud hysterically when I'm answering, but it's amused me. And so I put LOL because I'm like, hey, this is kind of fun and funny. Your comment made me smile, is basically what my LOL starting means. Sindra G says, do you have brothers? No, I have one sister. This is a question that I've answered in Q&As before, but my sister Frida, who appears in some of my videos with me, is my only sister, and she's 15 years younger than me, and she was born when I was 15, and so I was an only child till I was 15. And then I was kind of out of the house by 18 when I went off to college, and she got to have a only childhood. So we both are like two only children, but we came together and we now work together on a continual basis. She works with me every single day now, so it's kind of fun. Kawaii Kyla 8 says, which duct tape brand would you recommend? Okay, so this is one of those things. I am actually going to do an entire series where I compare the different kinds of duct tape, from Duct brand to there's Laugh Out Loud. There's a whole bunch of different brands. And I will tell you that we'll be doing a whole series on that so that you guys can see, you know, which is the best at rippability, which is the best on stickiness, which is the best on colors, which is the best on patterns. So I'll be going into all of that. But if you're starting out with your duct taping right now, I would suggest to you the brand to buy is Duct brand, D-U-C-K. It's with the little duck, quack, quack. Duct brand tape. We've got a great resource, which is Tapeworld.com. Used to be, well, it's Tape Brothers is the one that we use all the time, but they're changing their name. And you know what? I'll get you all that information. There'll be a link below. But they have the best resources for duct tape, and they have all the different brands. But again, stay tuned because I will be doing a whole episode on all the different kinds of tapes. And then you'll be able to compare for yourself which one you like best. So for more great things that you can ask from me and I'll answer for you, come and check us out at Sophie-World.com because that is the end of number 17. More Q&As to come.